felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened.
And we are live. 9:30 p.m. and it looks like Guarding Warrior Q is our lurker for the night, and Diva in the Dirt, she's second in here, and I like it when lurkers can admit they're lurking. I like an honest lurker. How you doing, Diva? I'm gonna turn the AC back on again. Man, it's hot in here. All right, number 3 was South Florida Sunshine. Third was second, but Diva beat me typing. Well, who's keeping track? Oh no, it's Washington lurker. What's going on, Bob? Ooh, I'm gonna turn the AC back on. Might be a little bit of background noise, but it's hot in here, like really stuffy. Really stuffy. Guess I can turn that on too, so you know I'm not AI. So everybody been up to? You up to no good? As long as you don't get caught, it's okay because nobody knows. She tripped. You tripped. Hmm. I didn't think you were using them gummies anymore. Yes, Bob. Lurking on those Filipino channels. Everybody's got their hobbies. I have Mr. Dark Paw over here to my right. Right here, off camera. Pretending to be good. He's listening to me. I see his little ears twitch when I talk. He's been a little jerk this evening, so hopefully he'll take a nap and wake up in a better mood. Babies are two babies went over to Randall's house, so he's busy with those. He said that uh, they already found him a place to, I guess, call their own for now until they get used to his house. And he's got a cat over there, an adult cat that they're trying to get used to each other. And I don't know what's going on with Clementine's babies. They're fine. It's just that she doesn't seem to want to share them with the rest of the household. So I have to go back there and pull them out. And sometimes they venture out, but they won't leave this room back here behind me. So I was hoping that the babies would, Clementine's babies would come out and have fun and with the other ones, but not so much. Uh, yeah. Well, what you really don't see very well, because they were blinding, like washing me out, I put there's little pieces of cardboard on those sconces because the glass is missing. I don't know where I put the glass because the glass was taken out to be cleaned, and the cleaner I had wouldn't take the junk off of them from over the years. So it's actually cardboard. Need to adjust that one just a little bit. Yeah. That's the nice thing about LED bulbs. You don't have to worry about them getting hot and burning anything. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Way too full from taco birthday lunch. Wait a minute. Whose birthday? Yours? One of the kids? Chickens? I missed something here, Diva. Um, oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, happy early birthday. I'm sure I'll have a chance to tell you happy birthday on your actual birthday. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. it's there's a video trickery going on there. There's Paint over there talking to her babies. 2 days away. Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's a shame I don't live on that island. I'd bring you a birthday cake. Mm. It's warm in here and I'm drinking coffee. Go figure. Oh, yeah. Good idea, Bob. Yeah. I don't think I could learn another language at this point. I've barely mastered English. Sounds good in my head, but when I try to speak, it's a little bit different. Right? A free birthday cake always looks better than one you had to pay for. Even better if you don't have to bake it yourself. Well, she's having a talk with one of her babies right now. She's been a little bit, Paint has been a little bit on edge because I guess she's realized two of her babies aren't here. She's been really fussy at the other two. So hold on a second. I'm going to see what she's doing. Oh, cats can be like kids sometimes. Margaritas. Yes, ma'am. Cats. Anyway, get back to get started on this topic here. I'm sure people have noticed this. Come on. If you haven't noticed it, you have been way busier than a person needs to be. Um, so I'm sure you all have noticed that things have been a little bit off kilter since that eclipse, and I'm not going to claim the eclipse had anything to do with it. I'm not going to say yay or nay about that, but it does make you wonder. I mean, 2024 was off to a really rocky start anyway. It was like, yeah, it's like 2023. Yeah, it said, hold my beer and watch this, you know, and 2024 just topped everything. Um, I'm seeing stuff that, reports and stuff that, you have to kind of take with a grain of salt. And people are associating them with April 8th eclipse this year. And you have to admit, it does seem a little odd that things started out rough this year. And then all of a sudden it was like we had the eclipse and everything just went boom, just one thing after another, just total insanity. Now, like one could say that it has a lot to do with, I guess, with scripture, if you want to look at it from a biblical point of view. And I won't discount that. I believe it does. I think there's some darker forces at play in this situation. Let's see if I can get my headphones on here. After I pull all the cat fur off of it, some furry headphones. I'll just get to the point where I'll just glue hair onto them. I hope I didn't run you all off, but it needs to be in my mind, it needs to be addressed. That I think things have gotten way weirder than what they were when 2024 started. And rather than, I don't think it's a good idea to ignore it. I don't think it's a good idea to obsess over it. There's Gardner Josh. What's going on, Gardner Josh? It's been a real long time. Hope you're well. I think it's just one of those things that we don't necessarily need to obsess over, but we shouldn't ignore it, because obviously things are ramping up in this world. Things are getting way more bizarre with every week. I mean, a week or so ago, things escalated to a point where we were almost at the brink of a war, that involved, mushroom clouds. And, man, I hate to think that way, and I hate to talk about it, but it affects us all, doesn't it? We shouldn't live in fear, but I think we need to keep it in mind that at this point, if you could imagine it, it could probably happen. I mean, it just seems that way. You're okay. You're fine, Carol. Yeah. So it's something we need to consider. Things have escalated to a point where it's just nonstop chaos, and it can bog you down. And the main thing is not to let everything wear you down to the point where you're paranoid and scared to go outside, because that, I wouldn't suggest that. Josh says doing well. New job is working out very well, and expecting another grandbaby in November. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's good to hear. Oh, and congratulations. Not that he watches my channel or anything, and I need to message him. He lives right in front of me, him and his wife, but his wife now. My neighbors in front of me got married yesterday, so congratulations to Jordan and his wife, Allison, and here's to many years of the marriage. And that's awesome. That's a good cup of coffee. It's cooled down just enough where I could drink it. I think, now more than ever, you know, a garden is the best option, not just for the pocketbook, but for your health. And hey, I mean, you decide, what you pay for your veggies because, and I mean that by, you spend $20 on some seeds and, whatever, put them in the ground. So you're only out fertilizer, water, you know, seeds and whatever else that you want to add to that. But then you're going to benefit in the end. You're going to benefit because you got food that you know where it came from and it's healthy for you. And like a whole lot of this crap that's in the stores now, where you have to read the label and be a chemist to understand all the crap that's in that food. So um, I think one day it's going to come to the point where we're all going to have to pay attention, to where our food comes from. And I think that we're going to have to just, even people in apartments are going to have gardens of some sort, even if it's, grow lights and a little grow tent. Um, so weird how things have escalated. And I mean, now I didn't want to like bring doom and gloom. That's not my intention. My intention is to see if folks are aware of what's going on around them, how, if at all, if anybody's feeling that. I mean, have you felt that? Okay, let's go back to when the big C hit. That was a pretty ominous feeling in the world, right? I mean, we're all on lockdown. It's like you were afraid the person next to you might cough and that'd be it for you. And that hasn't gone away. I mean, that's still here. That's still a problem. Um, you know, um, the sea is still around, unfortunately. Just the other day, I heard somebody was, I'm not going to say any names, but I heard that somebody was at work and there was some reports. I believe they were at work, but there was a report that somebody was sick and they were around that stuff. So, uh, anyway, let's hope and pray that doesn't spread through their family and they don't, bring something home from wherever they may have been. Um, it's been weird. Ah, yes. Okay. See, um, that's why I was careful because one, I wasn't exactly sure who had said it, and two, I respect people's privacy and what they tell me, and try to filter it out so I'm not sharing the wrong thing. But yeah, okay, but that's good. That's good. Yep. There's Mama talking to the babies again. So she's beside herself. She knows that there's a baby missing. Well, two babies. Um, I did. I did send a link out to a few people, and I lost my chat. Alrighty then. Bear with me just for a second here. I know what's going to happen. Yeah. Mute my microphone. Okay. We almost had an echo fest. I didn't want to give anybody any feedback or migraines from feedback or whatever. So I wish you could permanently, like, when you set up your live streams, if you go through StreamYard like I do, then you should be able to like permanently remove that floating emoticon thing. Just permanently remove it. So every time that you make a new live stream, that's never there. I just can't stand where they put that. Yeah. Yeah. It's where I played that little clip from Star Wars where Obi-Wan Kenobi said, I felt a great disturbance in the force, which was kind of led up to what I'm talking about tonight. I thought I'd start the live stream with the countdown and just that little video clip, that little clip from the movie Star Wars. That was when, was it tattooing? I think might have been tattooing was blown up by the Imperial forces. So I thought would kind of lead up to what I'm talking about tonight. Oddly enough, when I went out to the store the other day with Randall and his wife, I wasn't so much focused on what was standing out as weird. I guess it was more focused on just getting what I needed to do, getting my groceries and toilet paper or whatever else I needed, and just, not tie up a lot of their time because, I still feel a little weird asking, for a ride somewhere. And, um, however, this time they did ask me if I needed a ride. So, and I appreciate them. I appreciate what they do for me. And did something get blown up? Not that I know of. Not well. I mean, if you're talking war wise, I'm sure something has. And I noticed there was a news report that gas prices have gotten ridiculous in California. But I mean, what else is new? Things are ridiculous over there anyway. But it was like 7.20, 7.19 a gallon for gas in California. And I mean, and people wonder why so many people moved out of the state of California. I really don't blame them. Um, I know some oil refineries over in Europe. A few of them have been hit, but it was part of, the whole conflict over there, I guess. It sucks when you have to dance around it and choose words carefully. I can't just go out and say the WAR word. Um, and it's hard to say because, like, I don't have a list of words I can or cannot say on here. So if I say something YouTube doesn't like, well, so be it. What are they going to do? They're going to slap me on the wrist, say, don't do it again. Well, I'm sorry, but I live in America. Freedom of speech is still a thing. But welcome in, Don Yarndall. Trying to recall some of the reports that I was reading. There's been some cyber attacks, and Russia was taking credit for those, and they were on water infrastructures. So we're talking about water treatment plants and sewage treatment plants were targeted. One in Indiana, another one in Texas. So while that sucks, you also have to look at it this way. I'd much rather it be a cyber attack than a full-on barrage of weapons being thrown at our country, right? I mean, how do you balance the two? I mean, either one is just as bad, but how do you balance the two out? Well, you got one that's total destruction. You have another one where it's kind of, they boil your water just in case the water coming out of the tap isn't as clean as it should be, because these companies that treat our water were attacked by a cyber attack. Then, you know, it sucks, but you have to look at it this way. I mean, we've got bombs on this hand, water on this hand. While we need water to survive, these will take all that out. It won't matter if you got water or not. That's the way I'm looking at it. The Antarctica anomaly. Yeah. That's another thing. I don't, just let me know, Guarding Warrior, if maybe that I'm thinking along the same lines as you. But are you talking about the anomaly that's tied in with the April 8th eclipse? Because people say that they saw something during that eclipse that didn't look right. Of course, there's a lot of UFO channels, and I watch a good number of them. Because sometimes if you filter out the BS or filter out somebody would have the good intentions and post something. They say, "Oh yeah, it's a UFO or a UAP, whatever you want to call it," and you're like, "Okay, this is a UFO sighting video." But you might see something in there or hear something in there. It's kind of leads up or links to another story that you read that had nothing to do with UFOs, and then it clicks in your head, and you're like, "Oh." It could lead to other things, and that's why we really need to pay attention to what's going on around us. Yeah, right. Bob says also, look where the information comes from. Very true. So yeah, there was. Okay, so Guarding Warrior says it started with the eclipse, but it happened again a day or two ago. A glitch that led to tsunami type waves. Exactly. Okay. We're practically on the same page here. So I was seeing reports, and you have to take it with a grain of salt. I'm not going to say this really, is true or not. Because I don't want to be accused of spreading false information. So you take it for what it is. But it was said that there were things seen during the eclipse, like a pause, and they thought, that's really weird. And I heard, a really outlandish story about they think that possibly, some ship had came in from another world in the galaxy somewhere, and they were taking up residence somewhere in Antarctica. So I think that's kind of what Guarding Warrior was kind of leading up to, and but it's been so crazy. 2024 has been so crazy that I can't discount everything, but I also can't say everything that I read on or ever see on videos or read in the newspaper or whatever, wherever I get my news from. I can't say that everything's true or not. Because sometimes the most bizarre, the craziest, most bizarre thing that you can imagine either comes true or it leads up to something else that's even more outlandish than what you originally started out with. It's like they say, you're going down that rabbit hole. um, who knows what you're going to find, right? So, and this, we're seeing such weird weather patterns, and then you got like over there in the what India or somewhere around India, they were admitting that people were toying with the weather, and then you got water, you got like floods and stuff, and they wonder why they got floods. Well, they thought, we're going to make it rain. Okay, fine, make it rain. But you made it rain, now you got floods. Now what are you going to do? That's what happens when you try to play God. Yeah, yeah. And it, I guess in a way it's working, right? I mean, what it does for me, it kind of reminds me of movies like The Matrix and whatnot. And uh, the you know you got a lot of disinformation, you've got a lot of hearsay, you've got a lot of really just bizarre, questionable news and citizen reports coming out, and it's like bam, bam, bam. Just every day there's something more bizarre that led up to something that maybe we missed. It's very, very possible. We can't be everywhere at once, and sometimes that's why I think the citizen reporter, that could be us. That could be us. We have YouTube channels. We can be that citizen reporter. We're the public, and we go out. We might have a different angle or different take on something that happened that where they kind of discounted it as, oh, it's some kind of weather anomaly. It'll pass, or no, that didn't happen during the eclipse. It's just the angle of the light and the shadows. You are mistaken. We're the scientists. You don't know, you don't know anything. We're smarter than you. I don't believe that, because eventually the clues are left out. It's like breadcrumbs. You leave breadcrumbs behind you so you can find your way back home. Well, breadcrumbs lead to other things, because there's probably some other poor fool out there leaving breadcrumbs behind too. You pick them up and you got clues. It's you have to do your own investigating of these stories, and decide, well, this is BS, and this one, well, this might be true, because it kind of makes sense of what happened a couple days ago, or a week ago, or a month ago. Don't be afraid to go down that rabbit hole sometimes, but don't believe everything you see or hear. Make note of it up here, maybe a journal or whatever. But make note of that, because later on you might go, oh, wait a minute. This person was right. They were right on target with this. And you'll realize it led up to something even more bizarre than, what I'm saying is, don't discount everything because that's just where we are now. That's what 2024 is now. It's bizarro world out there. And if you don't think it could happen, it probably will happen. Ignoring it's not going to do us any good, but obsessing over it is not healthy either. So you got to balance the two out, right? Dubai and even Saudi Arabia now with the United Emirates and their cloud seeding. I feel a lot of these bad storms here in the U.S. lately are DARPA and NOAA. Well, yes, and yeah, it I wish what I need to do next live stream, and my next live stream will be Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to put all these articles together, and I'll go through them live. But you have somebody was at an airport, and they were looking at a jet, and the jet, along the side of the jet, it said weather modification, and it had these uh, spigots. I'm just going to call them spigot because the word isn't come to my mind. Um, that were on the jet that clearly shouldn't be on a jet. These weren't 747s like that. These were like, think of a business jet, a Learjet, that shuttles CEOs back and forth across the U.S. This thing was outfitted, and it said in big letters, weather modification, and it had some company logos on it. If that isn't in your face, I don't know what is. But you get to playing God, and that's what happens. Screw things up. Not blame it on global warming. Blame it on the people who are screwing with the weather. I'd like a steak. I guess my situation had to be a pork steak. It sounds good though. Well, I think I think it's okay, because I've seen. I mean, it's a lot of people get away with putting a lot in the chat that I can't, or any other presenter on YouTube can't really verbally say on the microphone through the stream. For some reason, chat has more liberty than the actual presenter does too. So I don't think it's. If I see something I think maybe is pushing that envelope a little bit too far, I think I'll say, can you retract your comment? But so far, I've not seen that. Welcome in, Shawnee. Just got here. Did we talk about the drones, electricity, or electrifying the clouds? No, I didn't know anything about that. Yeah, well, it's a sad state when you have to dance around the reality of things. What gets me though? So Carol says naming agencies can get them paying attention. I understand that. Yeah. And it's sad because you got it, unless you have like a million subscribers. Okay, let's take for example the Y Files. I love that channel. I love the way the guy presents it. He's got that little goldfish, hecklefish. It's funny, but he says a lot of stuff that normally other channels would shy away from. And they tell stories and stuff, and it's really interesting. It's good entertainment. Some of it may not all be accurate, or it could be a secondhand story. But if you ever get a chance, watch the Y Files. It's pretty funny, but at the same time, it's really informative, and a lot of it's got to do with cover ups and UFOs and strange, just strange things that happen around the world. And sure, sure, they might be a shill. They might be, um, sold out to the to the big corporations just to keep the channel going or whatever. Hey, I mean, if that keeps the lights on, more power to them. I'm not a I'm not afraid of a channel that capitalizes. I mean, man, if it pays the bill, if that's your channel, if that channel is your income, have at it. Have at it. Um, see if I can drop that link. Yeah, hold on. I see you in the basement. Just give me a second here while I get this link. And there's the Y files. If you haven't watched that channel, it's a lot of fun. What's going on, neighbor?
I don't know. Little afraid to say, I guess.
A lot of fun. What's going on, neighbor? Well,
I don't know.
what was that?
What are you discussing at this moment?
The odd occurrences in the world since April 8th.
Oh yeah, you noticed that too, eh?
Very, very bizarre, dude. Very bizarre.
Yeah, it without seeming too paranoid or whatever, but yeah, it's a very noticeable change. I've noticed quite a bit of things that without even looking for it, you're just out there in the open. I mean, if you haven't noticed it, there's a good chance you're probably either A, asleep, or B, uh, haven't been getting out of the house lately or watching the news or whatever. But yeah,
Mm.
there's definitely things happening. Um,
Fly
yeah,
the hell out of me.
the Y Files. Yeah, I've watched that channel a little bit off and on.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. He
Yeah,
uses a little bit of humor, and the
yeah. He just rehashes things out
yeah,
there. Just gets people that ain't been aware of it. He don't really particular have an agenda or anything. He just puts things out there.
yeah. I like the way he presents stuff, and
Yeah,
and I think either way he'd get by with it, even if he didn't have Hecklefish sit next to him. He could still present it. It would still be interesting to watch. It's just the way he
yeah, yeah.
produces that show. He's got a lot of big backers behind him, obviously, but you know, hey, Huga,
Oh,
huh?
way behind is Shawnee, and I think I don't know.
And well, as a neighbor, just last week we were just very, very close to
Yeah, from my
annihilation.
from the information I got and everything, this individual is he won't say what he actually does, for obvious reasons, but the other person knows what he does. But anyway, we last Wednesday, not this last about 2 weeks ago, we were about 3 minutes from nuclear war. 3 minutes, and the target packets had already been issued and everything. It had something to do basically when Israel retaliated on Iran, that they were going to strike at 3 different spots. Basically, they was going to completely cripple them. And this other country raided their arsenal, but it was toned down. You notice towards the last, if you've been paying attention to the news just before that's exactly what they said they were going to do. They were going to really strike a pretty big blow to Iran. And then it kind of dialed down, which I thought it was highly unusual. And they just managed to just, go in there and just kind of give them a little bloody nose.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty. Well, we don't know how many times that happens anyway. But the target packets had already been issued. And that never happens. We come close, but it don't go no further than that.
Mm-hmm.
When they issue the target packets, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Now you can take that for what it is, but this person has not been wrong about anything he's stated. And he didn't really actually come out and say it, but he said it in a way as to not say it. But he come straight out and did say we were minutes from going nuclear.
And it certainly isn't the first time we've been in that situation.
Yeah, it's well, I don't know.
I just so I was watching Riverside Homestead. I believe that's right. I'll have to go back in my history, just double check. But Texas and Indiana their water infrastructure had been cyber attacked, and
well, that's what he said. He said that right then at that night when he mentioned that, he did say that the water treatment plants
Texas and Indiana
throughout the country were being hacked.
Yeah. Okay.
He did say that. Yeah. And when I first started listening to this person way back yonder, see, he don't have a channel himself. He just goes on this one person's channel once a week. And when I first started listening to him, I said, this guy's full of crap. And then everything he said would happen. It happened. Everything to the detail. So I can take it for what it is. I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon and but he seemed to know what he was talking about. Let's put it that way. Unlike some of the other channels out there that give out DEFCON warnings when they don't. That's never made public. The DEFCON 1, 2, and 3 is never, and so forth, is never made public. So anybody gets out there and puts that out there, it's full of crap.
Yeah, the only way that you can see what level we're at is actually go to that website. They have a website, and you could actually. Um, I used to have this on my website. Was the DEFCON level? It would show what level we're at currently, and you used to be able to take a code. They would give the code out. It was a HTML code that you add to your website, and it would show the current, you know, DEFCON level. Which
Well,
at the time I thought that was cool. I was back in like 2000 when I added. And I
yeah,
checked it here about a month ago, and they still offer it, but you have to really dig on their website to find it.
yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not only, it's just things in general. Ever since the eclipse, I noticed that things have been off
Yeah, it's really hard
at
to
different
ignore.
levels. It's very noticeable. I'm not saying the eclipse had anything to do with it, but it's pretty suspicious that started seeming to be this way right afterwards,
Hmm.
within 2 or 3 days after the event. Uh, I don't know. I'm not. I try not to think too much into it, but then again, sometimes it's hard not to notice it. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying earlier at the start of the live that you can't ignore it.
no,
At the same time, you can't obsess over it.
no, you just gotta go about your daily life and pay attention to things around you, and just you know adjust accordingly. But I don't know. It's the way things are. But we'll never know the particulars on any given event anyway until it happens.
Hmm.
They're not. If there was an asteroid coming straight into the Earth, they're not going to announce that. They're not going to.
No. Well, I
I
mean,
mean, for obvious reasons, they're not going to. I mean,
yeah, they don't want to incite chaotic. People would
let's
freak
just say,
out. And,
they said that a hypothetical. We had an asteroid as large as a football field heading towards the Earth, and it would impact Earth within 5 days. Okay, during that 5 days, it would do more damage during them 5 days than the actual asteroid would have done.
yeah. Yep.
That's just common sense. But yeah, we live at the mercy and the whim of the powers to be and the good Lord mainly. And
The best thing to do is just follow your gut, and God gave that to us. He gave us that ability to sort those things out and say, okay, I'm not really getting a weird vibe off of this. So it's not
well,
as
yeah,
it's not
that's all you
important
can do.
news. The ones that kind of make you feel like, oh, whoa, that kind of feeling that, like I said, the Lord gave us that feeling for a reason. That gut, you know,
For the last week,
instinct.
I've been feeling that way for the last week.
Hmm.
I mean, really, not so much edgy, but it was just like an anticipation or something like that. Uh,
As my dad would say, it's sort well dread.
yeah, it's kind of like It's hard to explain it. That's about as close as you can get it to an explanation. But yeah, but outside of that, just everything just seems like it's off. You know, you drive down the road and people just act like their brain is disappeared or something. They just they're in a hurry to get places, but they don't even know where they're going. That's basically how it is, and it seems like it's picked up momentum since that event for some reason, and not only here, it's just everywhere, all over the country, all over the world. It's that way. People doing stupid stuff, the most outlandish stuff and ideas they come up with. And I don't know. But I think that just have to be prepared for whatever, and we're never going to be prepared. Never.
But if you put effort into it, you can't say that you didn't attempt or didn't even try. Because I mean,
Yeah,
there's
you got to at least try to do something, no matter what it is. Do the best with what you have to work with. And,
I've heard this on several of the much bigger channels where they say, well, you know, a family member or a friend of theirs will know that have been prepping, and you know they know exactly what they've got, and they're like, I know whose house I'm going to if things go to you know, and it's like every one of them is the same way, dude. Unless you're family, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to turn you away.
yeah,
And
I sure as heck ain't gonna get on social media and just put it out there either.
yeah, I agree with you. I think the dumbest thing I've seen people do is their show their preps. I think that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
And you
Okay,
know,
it's cool if you show here's my prepper haul, right? So they show like 20 things they got from Aldi's. We'll just use them for example because right now it's only stores coming to mind for some reason, but it's like okay, that's cool because they're not showing. Oh, look at this is my pantry. You know, this is what I've been working on for 2 years, and I spent X amount of dollars. Good job, because now people have seen bits and pieces of your property and your stores where you're storing all this stuff at. It won't take them long to figure out where the hell you keep it, especially if they're a neighbor.
yeah,
You don't know who watches your channel.
there's a lot of them out there does that though.
You know, people watch YouTube and they're not signed in. A lot of people watch it, don't even have an account because
Yeah,
you
they
don't
watch
have to have an account to watch.
no, sure don't.
And I think some people forget that.
Yep, it's
Yeah, there you go, Hugo. Yeah, I don't like when people show their kids. Yeah.
nope. They're once you put a picture out there, it's out there.
Well, you
That
can
ain't
be
gonna,
very,
that ain't gonna make no difference if how trained and armed they are. I can guarantee, I can tell you that right now. That ain't gonna make a heck of a big difference. It's hard if you're a family just by yourself. It's you're gonna have a hard time protecting all that. And if it ever come down to it, you're not gonna be dealing with two or three people. You're gonna be dealing with 15, 20. You know, it's best not to put it out there.
And there's no way to predict every scenario. There's just no way. You cannot be prepared for every scenario out there because you can't. It could take you years to go through every single scenario that could possibly come along when shit hits the fan.
I've come under
You
the idea in the, if I really wanted to prepare myself, I'd have to think, put my mind, get my mind in the same zone as the person who's going to be doing me harm. You got to think like them. And once you run that scenario through your head, you're going to be thinking things out differently. And it, you got to think, when if they know what you got and they're coming to your property, they're not coming there to borrow a cup of sugar.
no,
Yeah.
they're there to take all the sugar and everything else.
Yeah, I tell you, it's just it's stupid. I don't care how well trained you are. It's a stupid practice to lay all your cards on the table and expect somebody not to take advantage of it. Because, like Barry said, there's people out there. It's not you don't even. They're sitting there watching them prepping channels all the time. It's just the way it is. That's real life. And not everybody is a good person. Nope. Especially when they're hungry.
And here's a scary proposition. People can portray themselves as something like, let's say they could pretend to have a mutual interest. Now, let's just say, and I have nothing against prepping. I'm doing the best I can. But you have people who are actors. Every situation, every hobby, every movement, every culture has this. You have actors, and for a lack of a better term, who will wait out. Let's think of it as sleeper cells. Sleeper cells could be the guy who's running the store next, the gas station up the road. They're, everything seems normal. Yeah, they speak 2 languages. Okay.
Yeah.
They're your best friend, or they could be a friend, and they'll lay in wait. This is something you have to consider. People will lay in wait until the opportunity presents itself. Usually when a disaster happens, and that's it. The gloves are off. The person you thought was your friend actually was there to rob you blind, and they know where all your stuff is. And it's not. I'm not saying don't have friends. That's the worst thing.
You got to have.
You have to have friends because you will lose your sanity if you don't.
You got to have people you can trust explicitly. You got to be. But where it boils down to, Barry, don't put your crap out on social media, YouTube, wherever. Don't put it out there.
Welcome from Washington.
Hey guys,
942.
Yeah. My kind of topic right there. Yeah.
Because you avoid a lot of that if you just don't put that. If you want to show a couple of bags of pinto beans or a can or 2 or peas or whatever, or a new hunting knife, That's okay, but don't take. Oh, this is my. Let me show you my bunker.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen people.
Let me
I've
show
seen.
you the outline of my property.
Mhm. I've seen people that will show their entire food stash. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You know, we haven't got a whole hell of a lot. We got enough to sustain us. And if you know where I live, okay, can't stop it. You know,
Yeah,
that's my mentality is I don't show everything, and I never will. And also in the same frame of mind, I can't stop what's coming at me.
no.
If
It's
someone has the intent to do me harm, I can't stop it. But once you get here, that's when things change quickly.
that's
You
right.
know, you know.
This and this is real life. We're not Facebook. This is real life.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, Facebook when it first started out, it was originally for college students.
Yeah.
And then somehow or another it just exploded and it was everybody's thing. And but it taught people one bad habit, and that was to share everything, every aspect of their life.
Yeah.
Don't do that, man. Don't do
Hmm.
that. It's we've become a society that you know everything is a production. Your whole life is a production. It shouldn't be that way. You're not that life is not Big Brother,
Hmm.
the TV
No,
show.
one thing,
Yeah.
one little thing you can, you know, do is just consider it's nobody's damn business.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't put it out there.
One thing that I do, especially when we're traveling, is I don't put out. I will say if we go to another city or an event, I don't put it out there until after we return back to home. Then I'll put it out there. Because if you're showing yourself standing there in the middle of a protest in Seattle or whatever, and man, there's people out there watching for guys who do that, and they'll come right after you. I've seen it happen on some of these lives. You know, somebody will be approached by the opposition, and they get the hell knocked out of them because they're putting out alive exactly where they are. Now that's dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, just dumb. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can do things smart. I mean, you know, you can spread information out there on how to do certain things, but
I
prep,
love it.
whatever you want to call it. But
I
you
love
know,
Hugo's attitude.
Mhm.
I'll be a crazy old hillbilly grandma throwing Molotov cocktails and made out of canning jars if they come for my stuff.
Yeah.
Sitting on my front porch laughing, throwing ball
yeah,
jars.
Oh,
Uh,
for me, don't show nothing that you can't afford to lose.
yeah.
You know, I mean, really, because you know, I got a cell phone recharger panel thing I showed you guys like last week or something, and it's like, you know what? When I grew up, we didn't even have a cell phone.
no,
And I lived through it. I can do it
yep,
again. You know,
yep,
no problem, no problem.
ain't
You
no
know.
problem at all.
Hmm.
But
I,
yeah,
I'm glad Hugo's on our side.
Yeah, if you see her going for the canning jars, get the hell out of there, man.
Yeah.
what you strapped? What you strapped for? Money?
Mhm.
Bob, we all want to
Content.
see the contents of your safe, please, and thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I show you my safe while I show you my home address and the hours that we're
Well,
not
Yeah.
home, and yeah,
if
there you go. Yeah.
if he gets a close up of the safe combination, that would be useful too.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Stray
And
dogs.
you know, and I, you know, the articles and the videos and stuff and that I watch and part of me's
Ooh.
I've learned a valuable um, trait, I guess, is how to and it goes back to what I said about your gut feeling about things is I've learned how to sift through the BS
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It
and the
Yeah.
comes.
facts.
Yeah. I'm glad you're coming to that. Yeah, that's good
It's
that you're
not
doing
it's
that.
not anything new. It's just that's the first time I'm saying it, but you know, it's
Yeah.
like
I,
back in 2000 was a precursor. That back in 2000 when we had the great big scare about the computers, all the computers would
uh-huh.
shut down on 2000, you know, because
Yeah, I
they
learned
weren't.
my lesson.
Yeah,
I learned
but
my lesson.
but what came out of that? You put some food back, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't waste my money.
No,
I used
because
it.
you can eat your preps.
I ate my
Yeah.
food.
I
Yeah,
had my food put away before there was even any talk of 2000, you know.
or keep it
Not a,
going,
not a
or keep it
lot,
going. You
not
know.
a lot, but enough in
Yeah.
case, for a week or so for the family. Yeah, but I'll touch on that subject, Barry. There was one fella that I worked with. He was in a panic. Yeah, because he knew it was all. Yeah, he was in a panic. He
The
went and
Y2K thing.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. He went and he just the only thing that I know he did was he bought a generator. And because oh my God, it's coming. It's they're gonna. Oh my God, Then he's asking me about what kind of because he knows that I'm into shooting and guns, and I just what kind of gun to get, and I said, well, just get a pump shotgun. That's all you're gonna need. I don't think he got a gun. I don't think his wife wore the pants in the house and wouldn't allow it. But um, yeah, and then the next day we came back to work. I feel like I was taken advantage of, and I just told not I didn't cut him any slack. I said you were.
Hmm.
If you notice on the TV when it was playing all this bullshit on the good old headline news, every other commercial was a Honda generator commercial. Duh, come on, dude. Well, I got a Honda, and I said, well, keep it, take good care of it.
Now you can't go to a lawn and garden department in any big department store and not see an overstock of generators. It,
Yeah, yeah.
I, I haven't personally seen it, but I'm seeing people put out videos and they're like, "Hey, you might want to get down here to this store if you live in this state because look at this." And it was like wall to wall Honda generators. I'm like, "Oh my God, well,
Hmm.
what's happening?" Really, it comes down to brass tacks. If you really think about it, what's happening is gas is being choked out. Gas generators are being choked out in favor of these solar power stations where you hook a
Yeah.
solar panel up to this thing, you can carry it around wherever you go. There's no gas involved. There's no noise. The thing just sits there silently runs.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
if I had one, I'd rather use one of those than the generator that we've got because nobody hears it. Nobody hears a damn thing.
yeah, I was just about to say that same
Hmm.
thing is just, nobody hears that. Just like my solar sits over there in the corner. The only time I know it's on the place is when I turn on my shortwave radio. There's a few channels I can't listen to because of the charge
Yeah.
controller puts out some kind of racket,
Yeah.
god awful noise. I'd take it to another room or take it outside, get better reception. But it's a cool. Really, the person who first put out one of those solar charger stations, the power banks or whatever, I like to shake their hand because they were a genius. When that person came out with that, they were a genius. Put all the batteries, the charge controller, the outlets, everything, the inverter. Put all that in one box and sell it that way. They were pure genius when they came up with that. She's not in
People are
here
looking
unless.
for, and you got to keep it simple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's just in here quietly watching or not, but Pops McQuaddy, she put together her own solar powered generator. And of course, I had already ordered mine. And they practically came out to about almost the same cost. Mine needs a bigger battery. I went too low on the amperage per hour. And so I've got a 22 amp hour battery that's really not going to hold up long enough. But I actually charge a lot of stuff on that. I could charge my phone, my walkie-talkies. Like most of the walkie-talkies I have could be charged off USB. And that charge controller has 2 USB ports on it that I can plug into and charge this stuff on.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, you don't want to put, don't spread yourself out thin and don't share everything.
Yeah, we can never be too sure about stuff.
There's no way to be 100% ready.
No, you can't. It's always something will always happen. It'll always happen exactly the opposite of what you thought the way it was going to happen. It'll be the same situation, but it won't happen. It'll be totally different from what you thought the way it was going to go.
Yeah, which goes back to what I said earlier. You can't prepare for
completely
everything.
off guard.
Can't. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Long as you got food and water and a way to protect it, I think for most people, you're pretty squared away. For most folks.
I don't know.
I'm not shielded for EMP either, and I really can't on my budget. I really can't, but I can do the best I can to try to protect what I've got. And the nice thing about living in this valley, and this is kind of a grim thing to think about. Eventually, folks, we're going to have to deal with the big, the big one, the mushroom cloud. It's inevitable, right? I mean,
yeah,
unfortunately,
they're going because they got them and they're wanting to use them bad.
Yeah, they are desperate to push that button. One of the things that, and I'm not bragging, but I want people to think about this and do their own research. And this is what I've done. I looked at the maps these are predicted maps of places that would be affected by, by radiation. Don't think for a minute that radiation from, let's use DC. I hate to, but it's going to be the first target. Don't think just because you live south of that place, Washington D.C. Don't think for a minute that you're safe from that, because you're not thinking about the wind. You're not thinking about the weather. You're not thinking about rain. So all these factors, these maps show where this fallout and where this radiation, where the wind might carry that stuff into another state, neighboring state that wasn't even affected by an attack. And I looked at it and I'm like, because I was a little concerned. I mean, I think we all should be, not to the point where you're paranoid. But if you could look at, I'll see if I can pull up the link here in a minute. But there's a map that shows a predicted outcome I'm not going to say it's 100% accurate because nothing is. Weather plays a big part in it. This valley is pretty well protected. And it's not just the valley. It's not just the fact that we're surrounded by hills. It's the fact that how far away we are from the intended targets. So we're in pretty good shape, neighbor. It's just, eventually it may be a situation where, okay, Governor, I'm not even going to say his name. I don't even like him, but the Kentucky governor could say,
Prince Andy.
yeah,
I'll say it.
yes, Prince Andy. Yes, that was pretty good. Could declare an emergency.
Don't get me
Not that it's
started.
going to do any good. It won't do any good if he does. But that's in a situation where the winds could change, they could shift, and they could bring that stuff into our state. They could bring it into a state next to us.
Just out of curiosity, in my own opinion, I don't think he would even do that.
No.
I don't think he would. Oh, it's okay. Go on outside. Don't worry about it. That's what he'll say. It's in damn Republicans.
Well, how is Mr. Magoo? I haven't kept up with the Ohio. I don't know who's governor of Ohio now. Let's see. Find out real quick.
I might say Mr. Magoo.
Mike DeWine, Republican Party.
But I don't know.
I don't know too much about DeWine, Mr. Magoo. Oh my God. In other countries, you can't make fun of your.
That's true.
People.
That's true.
I guess that's one of our liberties here that we take advantage of. I see why they call him Mr. Magoo. Poor guy. Poor guy. Okay, well.
We all can't be pretty.
We just lost like 2 viewers.
Well,
it's okay.
Be all right.
Candy with Andy or something like that. Ours is Bashir. Can't believe he was reelected.
No, you don't want no candy from Andy. Trust me.
No.
If you're looking for candy from Andy, then you might get more than candy. And it won't be dandy. As far as I'm going with that, I don't want to be sued.
Yeah, for me and all the years I've been doing this getting ready stuff is I'm far more concerned for who's living within 7 to 10 miles of my house right now. And that's your biggest threat. No matter what any government does, that's your biggest threat.
Oh,
the average person can walk 7 miles in one day. And I push it out to 10 miles, 7 to 10 miles. I drive around and I look and see who these people are, what their income level is, what kind of flags they fly on their houses, what kind of decals they have on their cars, etc., to get a feeling of their political stance. And also I check maps of my area about where are the highest crimes committed in my area. So in case we got to hike it out of here, we're not going to go cutting through those troubled areas already. That's what I focus on. You got more to worry about some knucklehead living down the street from your house than almost anything else. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such are the times that we live in right now. It's bad that we have to think about things like this.
Yeah. I'm still at the point more or less where I'm feeling out my neighbors to see uh, who they are. You know, I'll be able to get more information in the summertime when people go outside more, but because I'm not bringing a bunch of people in my house. I don't do that. We never do that. But yeah, I found out that one guy with a couple little kids and a wife, and I don't want a gun in my house. It's like you liberal crybaby bitch. Don't come knocking on my door.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Um, don't come crying to me, bitch.
I don't know.
There she is, Passamaquoddy. I've been missing you. Good evening. Carol says, just don't feel up your neighbors.
No. Yeah, that one neighbor lady trying to do that with me. Good luck. Believe me, you ain't my type.
Well, what about her daughter?
Still ain't my type. She's pretty. She is pretty young lady. Still ain't my type. Ain't my type. Mm-mm. I don't go jumping over any fences at all, man. I just stay right here at home.
All right, Huga. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here. And it's been fun. Have a good night over there. All right.
Yeah.
Another country heard from.
Yeah, I'd recommend if you hear a channel talking about all kinds of stuff. This is going to happen, then that's going to happen. Ask them some good questions. Like, where did you get your information? Oh, I got it from the government. Which government? What part of the government?
Mhm.
What department? Ask them good questions. If they can answer them, well, then you might be able to trust them a little bit. But until somebody can answer a few questions, I don't trust them at all. They're just spreading fear porn, trying to get clicks. I just mostly live off of my own experiences that we've had in the last house and here. Yeah.
Who's hollering? God almighty. There's always somebody out there yelling.
Oh, that's my security cameras. You can hear somebody yelling. That's
No, I'm talking about over here.
oh.
I reckon they got a dog across the road they can't keep on a leash or something. They're always yelling at it. Oh, I go over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's them though. I don't see any movement over there, but across the road, maybe somebody else probably.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much noise that air conditioner made until I cut it off.
Yeah.
Got it really hot in here. I had to turn it on. I was
I run mine a little bit today. Not all day, just a little bit.
fast McQuaddy. What you been up to? All right, it's funny how the numbers go up and down on viewers.
Yeah. They're in there. They're in there. They're lurking.
Crossover Paranormal Society. Been a long time since I've seen you. You doing all right? Passamaquoddy's crocheting. She's the master crocheter. That's no joke. I spent some time doing some research on some channels I thought be interesting. Put in my radio, and I put them on the second memory bank so I can just push the AB button, go down to the B bank, and I can listen to those. Got some like government and stuff that's still out in the open, not encrypted.
I'm looking at his channel right now. The crossover. I'll watch some of his videos later. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when that song came out? It was pretty big.
Which one?
Waterfalls from
Oh,
TLC.
don't go chasing waterfall.
Yep. Passamaquoddy, I started a Laura Ingalls hat like she wore on the TV show, half done. I'll finish it tomorrow. Cool.
We make one for me too.
Barry said he wants some underwear.
Some underwear.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. I want some of them ladies bloomers. You know, back in them old days where they look like big old baggy pants or whatever. I want
Really,
some
the
bloomers
frills on
and
everything, yeah.
oh yeah, bloomers and a bonnet. No, I want a bonnet with a hood way out to about there, so it looks really stupid. You know, and
he said he wants some crocheted tidy whities.
Crossover Paranormal says are good. Thanks. Just working and doing YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I may have you confused with someone else, but Crossover, you're here in Kentucky, aren't you? Can't remember. I know, I watch so many channels, I can't keep track of where everybody's at.
Well, Mrs. is down tonight, man. She came home last night. She's got allergies, and occasionally the allergies kick her really hard. I think she's got a cold now that the allergies got everything inflamed in her sinuses. She's in bed.
Yeah. Well, she feels better. So
thank you. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check up on her.
Yeah, good idea.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. Wish I had another camera I could point at that radio neighbor. But I don't know, I couldn't.
Well, I got both my MERS charged up. I may holler. We may play with them things a little bit tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, that sounds good.
On both. I'm going to talk on both of them. Get some talking out of them. Did we ever do a range test on them?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if we did or not. Wasn't sure.
Yeah, I know we did. We let's see.
Wasn't a very good one.
They did well. They just
the antenna. If it had a longer antenna, it's probably better. But
yeah,
that's it.
But a real review of the Retevis R21V MERS radio.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh wow, there's an ad. There's an ad on it. Oh my God, my screen just went black. What the? This has been doing it. It's been doing this here lately. Just going black.
Now change the subject real quick. Them babies are doing pretty well.
Oh, good, good.
What
You're
I
gonna have,
call Dirty Kitty.
uh,
She just from day one pretty much just took to getting used to everybody. I mean, now she's all up and wanting to play and stuff. And the cat, what I call the other one, that call her Callie, uh, she's starting to come around now.
mm-hmm.
Right now, they're laying in the kitchen on top of a cat little cat thing, got a tube on the end of it, and it's got a little soft top on it, and they're both laying up for sleep.
Neighbor, you're gonna have to talk for a few minutes. I'm gonna have to restart. I've lost. I
All right,
can't see anything, but
okay,
I'll
you
be right
you
back.
restart and I'll keep the store open.
All right, I
Uh,
appreciate it.
and
I hope this doesn't. I hope this don't lead up to some kind of complete shutdown because I can't. I mean, my screen is just black right now.
wow.
I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. Take care of your business, sir. Yeah, it's sometimes StreamYard does that. It could be a conflict of interest between YouTube's and StreamYard. You know, mine ain't done it in a long time. It did do it when I first started doing lives and stuff. There was a couple of instances where it done it, but you never know about this technology crap. It's always something. But how's everybody doing? Everybody doing fine and dandy. Type in 1 if you're great, 2 not sure, and 3 maybe, and 5 and 4 none of my business. Yeah, I'm the host now. Yeah. Don't everybody leave. Stay in there until Barry gets back. Yeah, Barry had to restart his computer there, Bob. Barry had to restart his computer, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's having a black screen issue.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Shawnee said 1, so I can't remember what I said. Is 1 good? I can't remember. I can't remember what my questions were. Well, I know Shawnee's doing pretty well. She's doing pretty well always. Carol's number 2. What was
What's
number
that?
2?
What's that all about?
I asked them if they were doing all right. Put 1, yes. 2, maybe. 3, not sure. Oh, 4, none of my business.
Oh Lord.
I put number 4 is none of my business.
She went there. She went there.
Yeah, she did. I know. Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, we got some interaction from the chat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not counting back. Oh no, No, Barry probably won't be back. I'm taking over his channel until further notice.
His StreamYard is now held hostage.
Yeah. Yeah. He done the wrong thing by letting me take charge. There wasn't no number 5, Carol. There wasn't a number 5, I don't think. I can't remember.
Pastor McQuarrie, is she still here? She's
I
still
think
here.
so.
Oh, okay. Pass, are you still here?
Oh,
Carol
heck,
just
Carol.
keeps going. She just keeps going. I don't know what to say about that.
6. I don't even know what this is. Maybe she's counting up.
Oh, she's counting down for Barry to come back. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see now.
Mhm.
Uh huh. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to talk to us while
Yeah,
Barry's gone.
yeah.
Well, that's okay. That's fine.
Even when I shout out for Pastor McQuarrie, she still doesn't answer. Man, I feel broken and left out. But
Shawnee,
I'll
what
get.
are you doing? Putting what? Shawnee, what are you doing? Typing 9.
She's doing the countdown too. These women are conspiring against us here.
Why? I wouldn't believe that from Shawnee, but
Well, I don't know. These women, you know how they stick together.
they're just like Velcro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're down to 13. What happened to 11 and 12? Somebody skipped 2 numbers.
They're going higher than I can count because I've so that
Now they're jumping to 17 now, from 13 to 17. Do they even know what they're doing? Never mind. Forget the question. Y'all just go ahead and whatever. I'm just trying to entertain you. I don't know, Garden Warrior. I'm already confused.
Mm-hmm.
No, Barry can't. He's not going to come back anytime soon. So you're stuck with me and Bob. So get over it.
I was hoping Pastor McQuarrie was still around. I wanted to give her some custom ordered on the bloomers and the ladies' bonnet thing she could make for me.
Well, you got to get up to get down. I don't know how to take that. Carol just trying to make me feel bad. Barry, come back towards the light. Barry.
Barry, don't go to the light. Don't go to the light.
Well, I'm sorry. You're stuck with me and Bob until Barry gets back up here. So,
Would you ladies like me to turn my cam on? I'll give you a magic mic dance. You
do
ladies
it.
like that?
Do it.
You ladies like
We
that?
we gotta have some entertainment, Bob, because we can't just have be talking all the time. We gotta give them something to talk about.
Yeah, I was gonna give a Filipino lady a pole dance for
There he
her
is.
birthday, but I told Mrs. I need some money to get a bunch of stainless steel for a pole dance for a Filipina. She said, "No, no effing way, you ain't getting that." So I shouldn't have said Filipina because man, those girls are jealous of each other.
There's Barry. I hope you got your wish. Oh yeah, Bob, entertain us.
Yeah, you should call my wife about a pole dance, man. I should have never let you out of my basement, Q. You should still be in there. Dang it. I gave her a key and everything. She liked it there. She just kept sticking around. So here's a key, and then she took off.
You gave her freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You should have never gave her the key. What it was, so you gave her a way out.
Well, she never came back. Damn it.
Well, you should have never gave her a key.
Well, I tried to make it more enticing after she left. I put in free Wi-Fi and a kitchenette and all kinds of stuff. She could can her vegetables down there and all that, and she never did come back.
She
Nothing. Free
said,
Wi-Fi, nothing. Nothing
she
brought her
said
back.
no,
Well,
he moved out and left me here.
Yeah.
You just figured that she wasn't going to leave, and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
wouldn't have to done anything special.
Yeah. What the hell?
That's the way it happens, though, isn't it?
Well, I got a bunch more popsicles. I don't know if that'll bring her back or not, But she knows that old trick, when I say you just reach over and bend over that big chest freezer and choose your popsicles. She knows what's coming next.
oh
So I
Lord, have
can't.
mercy.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hey, Carol.
Oh no!
Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened. Carol, you have a good night over there, and I hope the doctor has good news for you. And what the hell's wrong with the computer, Shawnee?
Well, Q, don't you remember I told you we're gonna switch over to solar power in the basement, and then she's gone. She just took off. Yeah.
Hey, is she even sure she was in the right basement?
It could. Yeah, it's hard to say.
She could have been in the next door neighbor's basement.
Yeah. I am a Seattle serial killer, cannibal,
Yeah.
lottery winner with syphilis. So that's a new reputation I want spread around the community. Yeah. With syphilis. Oh. Mm-hmm. He left me and moved.
I'm not sure which one to believe now. I'm just going to have to believe half
Oh
what I
boy.
read,
I don't know.
what I hear.
And I thought she was happy down in there, but she just took off, gone.
I don't know what's going on with my computer, but here lately it's been really weird. And this is the second time I've got that black screen. But the first time it did it was 2 lives back, and it recovered like 2 minutes later, or like a minute later. This time I had to completely shut the laptop down and restart. And then when it did, it took like forever just to load the browser.
Oh,
And,
my last laptop was doing that, Barry. Then one time I went to restart it and it never came back again. Just gone.
Only 5 years old.
Yeah, same with my last one, about that old, But they build these things to break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't know. All right, if it keeps up, I may have to get one of them refurbished desktops off of Amazon. They sell for under $200.
Mm-hmm.
Just to back it.
If you don't know who to believe, look at the last comment that Q left. I don't talk about no damn Froggy King and dolphins. So I do talk about cannibalism and syphilis and stuff, but those are normal topics. Yeah, she's talking about
She said I was rescued by my Froggy King in shining armor. He rode in on a dolphin and spirited me away.
Yeah.
What's you smoking?
Yeah, something's going on over there. Man, share a little bit of that stuff, would you, honey?
Syphilis, is that the secret ingredient in your popsicles?
Bobsicles.
Yep.
Yeah, the black screen of death. That's what I'm going to call it. I like that, Shawnee. It's about what it was, because it was just suddenly I clicked one thing on StreamYard, and just the screen, that was it. You guys were gone. I could hear you. You could hear me, but I couldn't see anything. I don't know if that might be a video. It might be the video card. Well, it's not a card. Shit, it's integrated. I should have known better. When I bought this laptop, I knew it was all integrated. I probably should have went a different route. So that will make it hard to replace. I don't know. Does it? If it does it again, I mean, I don't know what else to do, really. They have refurbished, really nice refurbished desktop computers that come with a screen and mouse, keyboard. Under $200.
Oh,
And
that's a deal.
With Prime, you get free shipping. I'm pretty sure the shipping was free on it. I don't know. I've got another desktop, but it's like I bought it in 2013. I don't know if I can figure out what's going on with it. I've got it's an HP. It was made for, for audio, video, entertainment. Its only problem is once you get it started, you can't shut it off because it's not maintaining the memory battery for some reason. So
Look what she put in the bottom.
Huh?
Look at her last comment.
Usually that works to make Robert come out from his shadowy place. The man might be out there cooking up something delicious. He likes cooking out there on that charcoal grill. Been putting out some really good looking food too.
What do you guys think? You think if I threw one of my neighbors in the basement, cooked him up, and ate him, is that too close to home, or should I just count on random people to do that?
Random would probably be less conspicuous,
Yeah.
Random people.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder
if you done your neighbor, there'd be questions.
Yeah, they'd be looking around, wouldn't
they? Yeah, they'd be looking around. The random person on the street, they wouldn't. It'd be several weeks before they noticed they was actually gone.
He was grilling chicken titty earlier.
Oh my God.
Shawnee, I'm not sure, honestly. I've been dealing with, I don't know how to explain it. When I play Minecraft, there's a constant, it's almost like the game comes to a stop for a second. Especially when there's a lot of movement in the game. It's got to be something in the graphics. That's probably what it is. Something in the graphics is I don't know, graphics or maybe RAM. Or both. It's been a damn good computer though. Acer Aspire, whatever number it's on.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good laptop.
Yeah.
I bought it back. There was some people wanted me to get back in the World of Warcraft, and the only way I could do it at the time was, get an upgrade. That was when they were giving out the stimulus, and I thought, well, my desktop couldn't do it. It just could not render the game anymore. And I was like, okay, well, I'll get a laptop. And that's when I seen this one for like, it was about $400 before taxes, and I ordered it online, so it came out to about $500 at the end. And I was like, I was like, well, if I want to play the game, it covered all the requirements for World of Warcraft. That's how bad the game has gotten as far as graphics go. It's so intense on graphics that your computer, like every time they bring out a new expansion to the game, they up the game on the graphics and to the point where you're shelling out money just to play the stupid game. And another reason I quit playing is because we have five more expansions. What happens then? You know, so I don't know. Could be obsolescence. It could be ready to just say I'm done. 5 years, I'm done.
Yeah, built-in obsolescence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around on Netflix. Might put on a scary movie tonight or something. Who knows?
The Boogeyman.
Yeah, this one looks okay. Looks like a story about somewhere up in Scotland called The Invitation. Oh yeah. Oh my. That might be good. But you never know. What the hell?
I don't know. My little computer thing just put a damper on everything, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks.
Well, if we can go back on the preparedness topic, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I intend to do on these lives.
Yeah, I would say for everyone out there, because I the Filipino lives that I attend, they're international, and almost across the world, Europe, America, election times are coming close to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you see this Palestine bullshit, which is what it is bullshit. But anybody out there, if you have your own car, put some food and water in your car and a blanket and a pillow or something like that. That's my suggestion to everybody, because they're blocking highways again, like they've done so many other times, and they don't give a shit if somebody's got an ambulance, with a heart attack going to the hospital. They have to win a victory for the left side. So,
No, didn't we? Who mentioned that here recently? There was a situation like that where was it a nurse had to get out and say you have to move because we
yeah,
can't get to the hospital?
I think it was last week I mentioned that.
That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, because that was during the George Floyd riots.
Right.
And there was a Filipino nurse got out of her car and ran up to those protesters and said, I need to get up to that hospital, and there's doctors behind me who need to get to the hospital. Didn't make a damn bit of difference to these guys. None whatsoever. Nothing. They have to prove their point or whatever. But after all that George Floyd shit, the state of Washington made it to where if you're blocking the road, you're going to get cuffed and stuffed. No questions asked.
Yeah.
I've seen them do it since then. The state patrol will come up and on a loudspeaker, you're in violation of da 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 da, and you're going to be arrested. And yeah, they here you go. You got a whole bunch of Washington State Patrol and county sheriffs come through between the cars with zip ties, and yeah, you're going to get cuffed and stuff. But I recommend everyone put a little food and water back in your car, some toilet paper and blanket maybe, so that when you get stuck in those things, because it takes them a while to get officers on the scene to pick up the garbage and throw it off to the side of the road.
Preferably food and drink that will hold up to extreme temperature changes in your car. Because remember,
That
your
too.
car can get
Yeah.
extremely hot, extremely cold.
Yep. Yeah. In our get home bags, I've got stuff like, you know, jars of peanuts and Cliff Bars and raisins and we've always got water in all of our cars. Always, we've got a case of water in all of our cars. You know, make sure you have lots of water, because if you drink water and gives you a moment to think, then people don't tend to do so. Don't tend to jump to violence too quickly if they've got a full stomach. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we just stay in your car and wait for the cops to come and clear the road. I call them folks trash because you know that nurse and all that was right there with them. We need to get to the hospital. You know, that anyone who would just sit there and listen to that and not move is trash. You know. Yeah. Popcorn 913.
Hey, popcorn. I'm just looking at whatever the computer stuff right now. I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing a scan right now to make sure there's like no virus or anything on my computer that might cause that. I'm not seeing it. And so far, it's not come up with anything. But that's not to say that there isn't, there's some viruses that just can't be detected until it's too late.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. It's not the Russians. They didn't do it. Let's say it's. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point what the problem is, but
built-in obsolescence. Yeah.
I think after the live, I'll do some research on this particular model and see if it's an issue with anyone else that just suddenly get a black screen like that.
Hillary? Yeah, I'll blame her. In fact, sometimes in the morning I have diarrhea, and she's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Oh, well, that's pretty shitty.
Your computer could have syphilis, Barry.
Oh, Hillary. Oh.
Your computer could have syphilis, Barry.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
It's all Bob's fault.
Yep.
Damn it. Think you can trust somebody. Bring him up on your panel. And then he spreads the syphilis to your computer.
He gave
I
my
got condom. I got a condom on mine.
Digital syphilis.
That's done it. That's done. This is your last appearance on this show.
Oh
buddy.
shit, oh dear. I went over the line, didn't I?
Yeah, boy. There's no coming back.
Next time you come up, you'll wear a protection.
A body condom.
I'll make it out of aluminum foil or something.
Hope you don't have a latex allergy or anything, Bob, because you're gonna have to, when you come back, you have to be wearing a body condom. Body latex.
Yeah, on one of the Filipino panels, I think it was one of the Filipino ladies or somebody on the panel. Well, why syphilis? And I go, because it gives that extra cringe. I'm like, ooh, cannibal and necrophiliac and all that doesn't do people are used to hearing those words, but they're not used to hearing syphilis.
Well, if you're going to have a disease, you might well have a good one.
A good one, yeah. One that's dripping and runny and green.
Oh,
and
okay.
See,
Okay.
that's that cringe I was looking for.
Oh, yes, cringed. All right. That made me my stomach almost turned. I had dinner before this. Live,
Oh, come on, Barry.
Well, this is my computer's. You really can't read that.
Yeah, it's hard to see that.
Anyway,
Control Alt Delete.
it's an Intel core. It's 4-core, or no, it's 5, I think. Yeah, it's an i5. RAM's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. 64-bit operating system, Acer Aspire, Aspire. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look all this stuff up and see if it could possibly be an issue with these laptops. Maybe I missed something, but it's probably recalled. I don't even know it. Damn Walmart stuff. Got it on Walmart.com. What was that, 3 years ago when they're giving out what they call them, the Trump bucks?
Trump money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bless
Trump
you.
money.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Well, anyway. Could say maybe I got my money's worth out of it. I don't know, but.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
probably nothing. It's probably a one-time thing. It probably never happened again.
Most of this stuff is designed to, I mean, almost everything made in China is designed to last about 2 years. And that's it. It's done.
Well, they don't want you to keep it forever. No way. They want you to
Yep, that's a
buy
fact.
another one.
Built to fail.
Throw away.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I never had this problem when I was running Linux and not Windows. But the great thing is I can take this operating system. I've got Linux on a thumb drive. I can load it into my computer and find the problem and fix it if it's not a hardware issue. So it's pretty cool that you can use another operating system to fix Windows.
Well, that is cool.
But if it's a hardware issue, forget about it. It can't do anything about that. Then the only thing I could think would be if it's a hardware issue, then it would have to be the graphics card. And as far as I know, that's an integrated circuit. It's not by itself. So it would be integrated into the motherboard. If that's the case, then I'm screwed.
I think I'll just go ahead and set fire to it now and be done with it.
I'll just set it up there with a mattress.
Yeah, lay beside it. Or just take it up there and lay it on the mattress, and it might help it.
Oh, couldn't hurt it any. She said, let's see, Gardner says, I thought the syphilis gave it the extra tanginess.
Well, I guess it would. I guess it would. Depends on how you look at it. You know. Excuse me.
Well, that's a 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured it was.
Good job.
I strive to improve myself.
There's always room for improvement.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice manly burp.
America.
Yeah.
What's going on in Cali today, Popcorn? Anything going on the band on Channel 17 hopping over there? We got music players over here. This guy, well, it sounds like two different radios, but over here, what they've done is we've got some people are mad at their hobby, so they've tied their PLL circuits so they can transmit on multiple channels at the same time. So you've got music playing. What's it do? It skips 5 channels or 4 channels, and then it covers
it's,
3 in a row.
it's about about 4 channels widespread. It depends on where you're at on the channels. Some channels not even nothing, but particular channels it's usually about 3 to 5 channels wide.
I'm just getting noise on mine.
Hello, Lucy. I've seen you in other chats. Welcome in.
Lucy Warren's World.
Yep.
I'm getting to a bunch of interference from my stuff here. I couldn't play CB on here if I wanted to. But you just how obsessed with the radio with CB do you have to be that you block out people's ears just because something someone said? It's just childish.
Let's see what's I gonna do here.
I don't know.
Oh no, my computer's messing up.
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him.
Well, sorry.
I got syphilis in my computer now.
Yes,
I got
sorry,
Bob's
I gave you.
I got Bob's STD in my computer.
Syphilis spreads quick, guys. I'm telling you.
I know
you got to watch out.
Y'all hear that bird out there?
I heard something.
Let me turn it up.
No, Barry, I didn't hear no bird.
Too late for birds. They're supposed to be sleeping right now.
You would think.
Well, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I hear it now. What do you do? What's happened? You got your mic sticking out the window?
Just sit next to the window.
Oh, okay.
I just moved it and turned it up some. This goes on every night here.
Oh.
Well, loud and clear.
Any idea what kind of bird that is?
I have no idea.
No.
It's a bird with feathers.
Sounds like my window's open, don't it?
I think you ought to throw a hand grenade out there and make sure. Just frag him,
Wow.
I used to be able to tell you what a bird was by the sound of it, but it's been so while. Been so long since I.
Hey, Gear, what's going on? Welcome in.
Could be a lark.
It does that all night long, neighbor.
I think I know what type it is, but I can't think of the name.
It's a Buick Skylark.
That's what it is, yeah.
It's a Buick.
Nasty syphilis birds.
Oh, you get used to syphilis, that early morning urination and the burn that wakes you right up. Yeah.
Oh, Gear's been lurking. Gear has Oh, before the Y2K black screen happened. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was all about. I guess they didn't like what I was talking about and didn't like what we were all talking about on here. And they said, "Well, watch this. I'll turn the screen black." Boom.
Uh-huh.
And the hell of it is, I didn't have my hand on the mouse. I wasn't on the keyboard. I was sitting back here with my arms crossed in front of the microphone, and boom, it just went black. Syphilis.
I read about the I remember seeing all about the Y2K blackout and when I read it on the Mayan calendar. I knew it was coming. Do you remember that one? The Mayan calendar says the end is going to be over in 2013 or something. Oh God. Oh God.
Well, maybe it really did happen, and we were living in a simulation.
No, I hope not. I could imagine better places than this.
Oh, you don't like our company? It starts kicking Bob out.
Yeah, boom, boom. Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
No, if this is a simulation, I could think of a nice, warm, tropical place, man. Not out here in the rain and the cold, you know.
What was Barry doing when his screen went black? He went off the air and never did come back.
Here, you look at Warrior. I look at what her comment side. Yeah. Randall has VSD, virtual sex disorder.
I seen that.
You gave her some ammunition, man. She's firing them off now.
Yeah, she is.
But she's just shooting blanks. I was like 20 chats ago.
20 cats ago.
Huh. Or like 20 minutes ago or so. Something. I don't know.
I hear that bird again.
I just know I don't have no STD or VSD. What is a VSD?
Virtual sex disorder.
Oh.
That's like watching porn?
That's according to Q right down there.
No, it don't matter that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Pornhub is not a good place to meet people, Q.
That's how you get your viruses. Pornhub.
Let's see here.
Now, since we've been talking about Pornhub, Barry, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, I'm going to get
all kinds of advertisements.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the CIA listening in right now.
That's what that is, yeah.
No, it's not the CIA. That's used too much. It's what's that joker in Idaho? It's the Department of Homeland Security. Yeah, that's who's doing it. Yeah.
What is a mockingbird? Barry, do you have a mockingbird? Garden Warrior says you have a mockingbird.
I could have.
Oh my God.
Oops.
Bob, you better use that special lotion.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Oh my God.
Let me see. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Mockingbird sounds. Let's see if we can hear a.
What are you doing? What's he doing?
Mimic song.
Barry, what we doing, Barry?
Yeah, that might be a mockingbird, Barry. It sounds kind of like him.
That Rolling Stones, Fade to Black. Barry Green, it went black.
I seen the STDs one time before, but I never
Garden
had syphilis.
Warrior Q was in Bob's basement.
But I
for a
never
month.
seen syphilis until I went out. Yeah, that sounds like a mockingbird, Barry. From what I could get. Special lotion, the Dr. Grace. I want something from what's her name, Dr. Sandra Lee, the dermatologist, that hot Chinese chick. Shit, yeah, I want some of her lotion.
Oh, well. Cat. No, I love it when a cat lays in the dark in the floor and you step on them. You were coming out or no?
Watch
Okay,
Barry go out. Watch Barry go out there. There'll be some kind of serial rapist out there standing in the yard in the driveway.
What's her name? Dora.
No.
I drove all the way here from Seattle just to meet you, Barry.
Ooh.
Let's see what these birds sound like out here.
Yeah, that sounds like a mockingbird. I just looked up the sound on Google.
I don't have tubes to get the soldiers to the docking port.
Heard something in the woods.
Is that some sort of code?
No.
I don't know. I can't understand that one.
Throw a grenade, Barry.
I wish I had one. Why did I come out here without a flashlight? That's what I want to know.
Why did you? Why did you?
Let's go get one.
Guys,
just heard something. I just heard something big in the woods. I'm going to find out what it was. If I die tonight, it'll be immortalized right here on this live stream.
Yep, it'll be on the live forever.
I wasn't looking.
I'm glad somebody's got my back.
Garden Warrior said she laughs at porn. After she spent a month in Bob's basement, she laughs at porn now.
Yep.
It amuses her. It amuses her.
She learned a few things in my basement.
Wonder if we'll find Bigfoot tonight.
I don't know.
Find out.
We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe. Big something.
Maybe Ted Bundy or something. Maybe Ted Bundy. Look at that. They're little bodyguards, man. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Look. They can see in the dark. It ain't fair.
Yeah, they got night vision.
Mm-hmm. Little predators.
It's my trained predator getters.
You'll crap your pants, Barry, if you shine that light and there's somebody standing there naked.
Oh God.
Yeah, they'll take this live stream down for me too, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
And we know who it might be.
Be my old
yes.
Maybe Ted Bundy. Could be Ted Bundy.
Uh-oh. That might be at the edge of my Wi-Fi.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
You're at the edge of something.
I got you. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Still hear you.
Well, did y'all hear that?
No.
Okay.
Get a little closer. Closer.
Ah, something attacked me. Damn. Felt like a freaking cicada.
They're flying around.
I just ran through.
They're flying around out in the yard today.
I just ran through a spider web.
Is that
If
a
I
house
died
across?
tonight, it's gonna be the.
Is that a house
Huh?
across the street there? Is that a house?
No,
Oh, that
this is crap
random
that the
junk.
landlord.
Oh.
It's somebody's house. Well, hey, if you'd shined that light back there and seen somebody's head poking up, that'd scared you to death, wouldn't it? Like,
It would. I
hi.
probably shit myself.
You seen them hot in the horror movies? You know, like the Blair Witch or something like that. We shined it
Yeah.
back there and there's somebody's.
We go up here in the woods in the dark. You guys aren't scared of the dark, are you? Look. Oh, you can't see it. There's a spider web across the driveway.
I'm pretty scared right now, Barry. I don't want you to go up there because I'm scared.
These two are fighting. I'll stop that.
Nothing threatening around. They're paying attention to each other.
Shawnee says she's scared of the dark.
You are. Well, stand closer, Shawnee.
Oh,
Put on
Garden
wide
Warrior. She doesn't shoot blanks. Okay.
Who knows what kind of spiders I got on me now?
Oh my God.
Y'all have to read comments to me. I can't
I
see
don't
the
want you to
comments.
repeat that one. I'm not going to repeat that one.
Oh, okay. Well,
Garden Warrior said something to you, Barry.
I think she needs a little more time in my basement.
I think so too.
Get her
Think
straightened
so?
up a little bit.
Evidently, she went in there long enough, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
I
keep
have
her
guardians.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I've
got your
got
little.
my
Yep.
yeah. I have my
Man,
minions.
just watch them. If they take off or if they freeze, watch out. You know.
How close do you think I should get to the mattress, Randall?
I mean, lay up on it, dude.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, get up there and wallow around on it.
Well, what's with the mattress?
It's nasty.
Tell him, neighbor. It is.
His landlord dropped it off her.
Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah, don't tell him where in the hell it's been at.
He went past his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think you're at your limits.
Am I? Okay.
And maybe not. Keep going closer. I see the mattress.
Yep.
There it is.
Dun dun dun.
I hope your brother's watching so he can. There's nothing in the box.
Dun, 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 dun. That's it. He done froze up on him.
Yep. I hit the end.
The mattress got him. No, there it is. Ooh, well, look at that black stuff around it.
Black mold all over it. Oh, that looks comfortable. That looks comfy.
You see that?
Oh, yeah.
You still got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, my God. Look at that nasty.
Looks like black mold all over it.
Oh, my God.
Don't get off that, baby. You'll die.
Come on, kitty. Shit. He's smart enough to stay, hang back. He's like, I ain't going nowhere near that nasty thing. In short, the landlord took a beautiful piece of property and just let it get trashed. That sound about right? Uh-oh. I lost y'all, didn't I?
No, you're still there. Whoa, one of the
Oh,
cats
okay.
is running. Watch out behind you. They're on alert. Cats are on alert.
It's a damn good light, but putting lines in the video. One night I'll take you guys up in the woods when I get brave enough to go in there in the dark.
Old Barry went in the woods and never did come back. He seen a nasty mattress laying on his back.
I heard a Sasquatch had his way with old Barry. He'd never been the same since night in the woods.
Shawnee wants, hey Barry, Shawnee wants to
Yeah.
know if that mattress is in your yard.
No.
No.
No, it's about 100 feet away from my property. I'm
It's
covered in spider webs.
see, let me tell you, it's actually a state landmark. The mattress is. People come from miles around just to look at it.
You want to talk about syphilis? That's probably syphilis back there.
That's where it comes from, right there.
Is the syphilis black? The syphilis look black.
I don't know. I never had it. Don't want it.
Oh,
hmm
I think
I'm covered in freaking spider webs. I probably got a black widow biting me right now. Don't even know it. I'm gonna fall over dead. You know what happened?
I said that mattress up on the hill is a national landmark around here.
Yeah,
everybody
it is
comes
now.
Everybody comes in just to look at it.
Yeah, I'll just no trespassing. Okay, no trespassing.
Yeah,
Me you.
Barry's the gatekeeper. You got to pay him a fee to look at the mattress.
Oh, there's a jet. Should I
$5.
point my flashlight at the jet?
Yeah,
Probably not.
and you can jump on the mattress for $10 a
Yeah.
carload. But if you just want to stand off and look at it, it'll cost you $5 a carload.
You could spend the night on it, but you have to sign a waiver and pay us $100.
Yeah.
See, I said us. I included Randall in on that because
Because that's like our little Kentucky landmark thing we got going on here. We come up with it like a little idea we come up with how to make money.
it's getting cool out here.
Yeah, I stepped out on the porch and that lavender bush I got next to my porch where you can smell that stuff. It smells nice.
Yeah, I bet it does.
I got a big lavender bush next to the porch that you can just, boy, it smells good.
Beans. There we go.
Lilac, lavender, whatever it's called. It's a bush.
That stuff are growing. That's for sure. Strawberries.
Yeah, gardening warrior. Yeah, well, we got different things you can visit in Kentucky, but that's just our little attraction.
Yeah.
You know, that's not for everybody to come. You know, it's just for
We're just trying to put Houstonville back on the map.
Yeah, we've tried to figure out what to do and that come up with hey, we're gonna make money off this.
Ugh.
Come look at the mattress.
Feel violated by spider webs.
Yeah, you can lay on it if you want to. It'll cost you $10 to lay on it, or to jump up and down on it. You know you've always wanted to jump up and down the mattress. There you go. Cost you $10 per person.
I feel violated by spider webs.
Oh, come on, warrior.
Well, good job, kitten.
Come on. We'll give you a discount.
Give you a friend's discount. Yep.
Yeah, friends discount. I mean, it ain't gonna cost you no $5.
Yeah, or you could if you don't think we're close enough to be friends, then you can always get the seasonal pass.
Yeah,
Only $25. It covers the whole year.
yeah, $25 a year.
1st of December, you have to renew.
Yeah,
If you don't want to
But now-
renew, then that's fine. But you know,
we're not guaranteeing the mattress will still be there, but hey, you can still renew it. Take a chance.
I like that. You got yourself a nasty, used up, discarded mattress, and you're worried about spiders. Well, one's going to kill me slowly. The other one's going to kill me within within the hour. To be clear, that's not on my property.
But it's fun to look at.
Yes, we've been joking about it all, for a week on the radio.
Yeah.
Carrying on back and forth, and
I drove close to it, within 20 feet of it, and I wound up the next day getting diarrhea. So if that tells you anything,
You mean Hilaria?
oh God, it was bad. And I blamed it on the mattress. I told Barry, I said, that daggone mattress. I got too close to it. Nah. It won't get in our water supply.
I'd like to get a tent and do a live
Put it on
stream
the
from
mattress?
the woods. Set the tent up out there. Now there's a flat spot, and just oh boy, I tell you what, that would be creepy, wouldn't it?
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a tent you can borrow.
Them woods are creepy, dude.
Yeah, I got a tent you can borrow, dude.
Well, I'd do it. That'd be interesting.
You just say when. You can even drag that mattress. No, hey, no, you're not dragging that mattress in it.
No, because you won't want your tent back after it's
No, you won't. You just put a match to
polluted
the
by
whole
that
thing.
mattress.
Like the whole damn thing on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it back.
Boy, wouldn't that be something?
You can even set the tent up right next to the mattress. That way, when people come, they can pay a fee to stay a night in the tent next to the mattress.
God.
And
Wake
you
up
can-
in the morning and the mattress is gone. Where'd
Where'd
it go?
Somebody stole it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not too far fetched, honestly. I mean, this.
No, really, it ain't. It's really not.
See, the reason I got the flashlight was I heard something big in the woods there on the side of the driveway, and I thought maybe I'll catch something on camera. And of course, by the time I came in here, got the flashlight, went back out there, I'm sure it was gone, whatever it was, or whoever. Now, that would have been interesting. Find someone
It would have been, wouldn't it?
sneaking around out there.
Oh Lord.
What if I just like concentrated on how bad the landlord is taking care of things here. Well, I wonder if I can get in trouble for that, or
Oh
Mhm.
no.
just make a whole series about it. Oh God, I don't know if I want to admit all that or not.
Yeah, you might want to find another apartment or someplace to go before you do that.
Well, he won't kick nobody out. He won't kick nobody. He's got people living for free
Mm-hmm.
over at the other property. They got something on him. I know they do. Yeah. Yeah, he's a piece of work, ain't he?
Yeah.
Maybe it's an airborne contagion.
I'd catch a good wet day though. I'd walk right up there and light that thing on fire.
Yep.
That mattress. You don't want that black mold spreading all over the country.
No. That's okay, Kitty. I'm back in the house now. I bet Dark Pop make a good patroller. Out there patrolling.
Your little bodyguards out there.
Yeah.
They can see in the dark and hear 100 times better than we can. That's a good bodyguard to have with you.
Hello, Dark Paw.
Who's the mommy of these two cats I got?
That would be Paint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a second. Oh. Oh. I know. You were busy. You were busy eating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like them.
Oh,
Kind of smack
Uh-oh.
He trying to smack
Daddy,
the other one.
picking her up.
Mm-hmm. You're getting jealous. You're getting jealous.
All right, go on, honey. These other two over here playing. I'm not gonna bother them. They're having fun. They're chasing each other.
They're laying on the cat toy in the kitchen, laying on that little cat tunnel thing.
Oh yeah.
They're asleep now.
Oops. You smoke when you're on live. I see other people smoke on their lives. I don't know what the difference is. Anyway.
I do too.
What are they gonna do?
See it in public. What's the difference?
Yeah, I do too. I see people on all kinds of lives from all over the world smoke and say the F word, and and they use the word gun. Like what the? Oh no!
Oh, you mean reality?
Yeah, reality. Yeah.
How dare us want to show reality?
And they can't say nothing about smoking is. There might be some kids watching you smoke. Well, what about people on there drinking on their lives?
Oh boy, there's a lot of that.
So there ain't no difference.
Man.
If
many times I'd say the British and the Australians are the worst. They get on there and they just big mouth, just disgusting, and I don't hang out long at all. I just leave. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, basically on there showing her butt.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Boy, and as soon as you say you're an American, look out, here they come.
I mean, not all of them. Not all of them. Well,
not all of them.
My experience, personal experience. I can't speak for Bob, but for me, I have a few people that I hang out with, and it took over a year before they would allow me up on their lives with them.
Yeah.
And I mean, they get raunchy sometimes, but I mean, so do we. We just we're just not like really triple X raunchy.
Well, I'll see if I can find that video and send it to you. When the last time an Australian went nuts on me, I mean, he really showed his ass, drunk as a pig, like he is every single time he goes online. Just no boundaries, none whatsoever. Absolutely no boundaries. And I'm totally sober,
I
so
gotta
I can outthink the guy without any problem at all.
I
Yeah.
can honestly say that there's a good bunch that I hang out with from time to time from over in the UK, and I have never had a minute's trouble really. And, like I said, it took a year before they let me up on panel with them, but
Yeah.
they
So the Australians constantly, just there's something wrong with these people.
they're just being fed bullshit. That's all it
They
is.
are. Yes, they are. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what propaganda does. It turns people against
Well,
people.
That's what they
they don't
want.
want me on their live then. That wouldn't go very well.
Yeah.
That's no.
There's this freaking spider. I knew I ran into. I'm not spider webs. Pull a spider off of me.
There
Let
you
it
go.
bite you. Let it bite you. Be Spider-Man.
I had one on me the other night, and Diva caught it. I was on the live panel. She said, "You got a spider on your shoulder." I turned around. That thing. It wasn't a black widow, but it was one of those little black ones that's scary looking. It's got that little triangle or little red diamond on its butt. And I flicked it off and stomped it. Just a knee-jerk reaction when someone says you got a spider on your shoulder. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm getting rid of
He
it.
screamed like a little girl too, probably.
Probably, I don't remember. I conveniently don't remember.
He screamed like a little girl, bet.
Yeah, those babies are over there playing, and I need to get the other ones out, get them. I don't know why she's keeping them so secluded from the rest of the house, but she won't bring them out when they start venturing out of that bathroom back there. If she catches onto it, she'll carry them back to where she had them, where she gave birth.
Still
She won't be able
guarding
to do
them.
that long though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She'll
but
keep
they're
it.
ready to they should be ready to eat regular food by now.
She won't be able to keep them in her long. She's no. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna bounce out of here, guys. Gonna go check on Mrs. See how
I'm
she's
not
doing.
gonna be too far behind you.
Yeah, I was thinking of cutting it off and
All right. Later, everybody. Take care.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Bob. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we had an interesting life once it ventured out to the mattress.
Yeah, that was exciting. Wasn't unexpected.
Feel like we need to take a shower now and get all those spider webs off of me. Boy, they've been busy, dude. That was from one tree to the one side of the driveway to the other.
Yeah, they generally do that. Yeah.
And of course, it's dark. You can't really see the webs very well.
Yeah, it's
Birds still carrying on out there.
Yeah, I got frogs hollering out front here.
Oh, I haven't heard mine. That might be too cool for mine. I don't know. I mean, if yours are
Well,
hollering, mine should be.
Like frogs. It could be. Yeah, I believe it is frogs. There. I don't know.
Well, we've been live for 2.5 hours, and I think I'm gonna cut it. But it's been fun, y'all.
Yeah, it's been all kinds of fun.
And
Interesting.
next live stream will be Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll pick up where we left off at, because I'm sure a lot of crazy, insane stuff's going to happen from tonight till Wednesday. So
Yeah, we never know. That's the thing of it. You don't know what's going to transpire.
But thanks a lot, everybody that came in tonight, and we'll look for you Wednesday. I'm not going to say we're going to see you, because I hear that all the time on videos, and I'm like, dude, you can't see me. You're not going to see me. You don't know I'm here. Thanks, Randall, for coming up, Bob.
All right.
And everybody have a good night out there.